Welcome!
Welcome to the Omniverse of Nick and Part 3 to What If Joe Roberts Survived. Before we get into it, be sure to check out the Omniverse's homepage, where our channel mascot Omni will direct you to the Discord, both Google Docs, and everything else the Omniverse has to offer, along with smashing the like button, subscribing to the Omniverse of Nick, sharing the Omniverse around and turning on all Omniversal notifications, and commenting future requests and expectations in the comments section. With all that said, let's begin. We open up where we ended off last time, with McKenna Grace's character being one of Sydney's daughters, sleeping, but awoken and confronted by a ghost face. And before she even knows it or can call for help, she's silenced with hand over her mouth, and she's dragged out of her room to somewhere unknown. Isabella May's character is confronted next while she's sleeping. And before she can even fight or anything like that, she's taken away too. Kirby starts to stir, and she gets a gun already up because she knows Jill must be here. And Ghostface gets a knife, and another one confronts her. And Kirby says, "You are not getting away this time. And you're not going to kill me." But then a ghost face comes from behind her. Seemingly, three of them? Two gunshots ring out. And Chad and Mindy wake up first, and then Sydney and Gail. All four of them rush in with weapons. But they all see no ghost faces, and Sydney realizes her daughters, not her infant, because she keeps the infant with her, but her daughters, they're gone. And she immediately gets on the phone with Mark. Now, I'm not doing the whole Scream 7 whole Joel McHale reversal of what we pretty much insinuated would happen. I'm going the best logical route. This is a fan-made Scream 7, after all, of Sydney being with Mark Kincaid and not this new Mark, which we know zero information about, considering we all thought it was Mark Kincaid. So we're doing Mark Kincaid. Let's just roll that out right now. She gets on the phone with him, because obviously he's still on duty, and lets him know that the kids have been taken. And once he hears the whole story, it is most potent to know that his help's required now more than ever before. He was on patrol and duty and out at work because they were just getting together. They didn't expect a whole nother Ghostface thing. And yes, Sydney could have called sooner and just everything, but they thought they could confront them. But these ghost faces, especially one of them being Jill, she's playing this smarter and more methodical than ever before. And Mark says he's coming, and they're going to find their kids. And then Mindy says to all of them, "Come into this room. She found something." Kirby, she's stabbed multiple times, but alive? It's hard to realize if Kirby's either freaking superhuman or if the ghost faces left her alive on purpose. Again. And Sydney comes in and is like, "What happened?" And Kirby says all she knows is that Sydney's kids are gone, and there was not two ghost faces. There was three. And she could never have predicted that. She saw two right in front of her. And a third just came out of nowhere. It was like deja vu up in this. And both of them agree that now they have to do this the pretty much only way that they have left. With Sydney's kids in danger, they have to find Jill and go after her. And meanwhile, Gale is trying to figure out if Jill is one of the ghost faces, then who is the other two? And her and Kirby get to talking about this, especially considering the fact that now that there's a third one, that just raises even more suspicion. Who did Jill get? And once Mark gets there and everything, he is trying to put it all together himself. Because who knows? Who else could it be? Because, yeah, Jill survived, but now they gotta be wondering, someone else might have. Like one of their old adversaries. And Mark says, now, definitely, more than ever before, they have to start ruling out the possibility, or put in front of them the possibility, that more than one person besides Jill survived. And if she's got completely new people, they have to start ruling out people they know. Just then, the phone rings. Sydney's phone. And she answers it. And it's Ghostface. And she instantly wants to know, is this Jill? And Ghostface doesn't answer. But all that he says is that, you ever want to find your kids again, finding out who this isn't your primary concern. And Sydney says, you really think you're the first person to threaten my family? I've got a long list of people who would disagree on you about how this ends for you, Jill. And she says, no matter who this is, Jill or not, you got my kids. You'd be wise to tell me where you are, so I can personally hunt you down myself. And she gets a whole monologue from Ghostface saying that, gladly, you'll get to know where your kids are, as well as me. Doesn't matter who I am. Doesn't matter if this is Jill or not. Just know, if you do not come alone, your kids die, and I will hunt down every single person that you have ever loved and kill them the bloodiest way, straight in front of you. And then, only then, will you die next. And considering how deep into this conversation that Ghostface is going, Sydney knows this is Jill. And Ghostface ends with this: you should have killed me when you had the chance, cousin. And slams the receiver. And Sydney knows now more than ever before, not only was she just talking to Jill, she gave away her location. And Sydney, Kirby, and Gale all know exactly where this location is. It's at Jill's old house. And Sydney says she has to go alone. Her kids are there and in danger. No matter if this is a trap by Ghostface or not, because she played the Billy Loomis card before, she has to go alone. This is like Roman all over again. And she's going to go the most armed, prepared, and laid out than she's ever done before. She says to everyone, you guys have to stay here. Protect my youngest and watch out. Because in all likelihood, this could be a trap. But I have to go alone. Gale says that's not an option, and she's going with her. She's played the Ghostface game and almost actually died. Not with Sydney, but with the whole Sam and Tara thing, Scream 6, she almost met her end just like Dewey. And she says to Sydney, after everything that they've been through, Sydney's going to shut her out just like she was that woman she met all the way back when they first met? Fat chance. She is sticking this through with Sydney, her friend. And she's going to see that Jill pays once and for all by killing her alongside Sydney. And she will stick by her to protect her children, avenge Dewey, and put Jill 6 feet in the freaking ground, multiple ghost faces or not. And if Sydney wants to stop her, she'll have to kill her. And she knows that she won't. Sydney says, all right, but you are the only one that goes. Everyone else must stay here. With 2 of us, we can at least think of a plan. But with multiple of them, more of us would just get in the way, be extra liabilities, cut down, literally and figuratively. So only the 2 of us will go. And Sydney and Gale tell Kirby and then Mark to stay with the baby and Chad and Mindy and just tend to Kirby in general and just make sure everybody stays alive and together. And as much as Mark is trying to fight this, Sydney says, you can't, Mark. You almost died once. I am not losing anyone else that I love. Our daughters are in danger. I have to do this alone. It's personal to me. It's family. Just like Roman. And you almost died because of him. Imagine what Jill will do to you. I can't have that on my conscience. Not anymore. And Sydney and Gale both plead the case to Mark, Kirby, and just everybody else. They have to stay here. This is their mission now. This is their fight. So, they find themselves at a very rundown, very old, and very much somehow the same version of Jill's house. The place where all the kills from Scream 4 mainly took place and where her own mother died. Jill's. And where Charlie himself, one of the other killers, was murdered by Jill. And where the final battle will take place. Except it's at the fall of night for the ultimate advantage as Sydney and Gale draw their guns, preparing to face Jill and however many ghost faces are at her side as we near the closing phases for Jill Roberts' survival.
Now get out!
What?
Get out! Everybody get out!